King Arthur, Chapter 4, Book 3, Chapter 4. How Sir Tor was known for son of King Pellinore, and how Gawain was made knight. So on the morn King Pellinore came to the court of King Arthur, which had great joy of him, and told him of Tor, how he was his son, and how he had made him knight at the request of cowherd. When Pellinore beheld Tor, he was pleased him much, so the king made Gawain knight, but Tor was the first he made at the feast. What is the cause, said King Arthur, that there be two places void in the sieges? Sir, said Merlin, there shall no man sit in those places, but they that shall be of most worship. But in the siege Pellinorius there shall no man sit therein but one, and if there be any so hardy to do it, he shall be destroyed, and he that shall sit there shall have no fellow. And therewith Merlin took King Pellinore by the hand, and in the one hand next the two sieges, and the siege Pellerillus, he said in open audience, This is your place, and Bessie are worthy to sit therein of any that is here. Thereat sat Sir Gawain in great envy, and had told him Gaheris, his brother younger knight, is put to great worship, the which grieveth me sore, for he slew our father King Lot. Therefore I will slay him, said Gawain, with the sword that was sent me, that is passing present. Ye shall not so, said Gaheris, at this time, for at this time I am but a squire, and when I am made knight I will be moved, avenged on him, and therefore, brother, it is best he suffer till another time, that we may have him out of the court, or as when he did so, we should trouble this high feast. I will well, said Gawain, as ye will. Chapter 5. How at feast of the wedding of King Arthur to Guinevere, a white hart came into the hall, and the 30 couple hounds, and how a ratchet pinched the hart which was taken away. Then the high feast made ready, and the king was wedded at Camelot unto Dame Guinevere, in the church of St. Stephen's, with great solemnity, and as every man was set after his degree, Merlin went to all the knights of the Round Table, and bade them sit still, that none of them remove, for ye shall see a strange and marvellous adventure. Right so as they sat, there came running a white hart into the hall, and a white ratchet next him, and 30 couple of black running hounds came after with a great cry, and the hart once out to the table bound. As he went by other boards, the white ratchet bit him out of the top, and pulled out a piece, but through the hart left a great leap, and overthrew a knight that sat at the board side, and therewith the knight arose and took up the ratchet, and so went forth out of the hall, and took his horse and rode his way with the ratchet. Right so anon came in a lady on white palfrey, and cried aloud to King Arthur, Sir, suffer me not to have this despite, for the ratchet was mine for the knight to let away. I may not do therewith, said the king. With this there came a knight riding all armed on a great horse, and took a lady away with him with horse, and ever she cried and made him great dole. When she was gone the king was glad, for she made such a noise. Nay, said Merlin, ye may not leave these adventures so lightly, for these adventures must be brought again, or else it would be disworship to you and to your feast. I will, said the king, that all be done by your advice. Then said Merlin, let call Sir Gawain, for he must bring again the white hart. Also, sir, ye must let call Sir Tor, for he must bring again the ratchet and the knight, or else slay him. Also let call King Pellinore, for he must bring again the lady and the knight, or else slay him. And these 3 knights shall do marvellous adventures, for they come again. Then were they called, all 3, as it reverseth, a 4, and each of them took his charge, and armed them surely. But Sir Gawain had the first request, and therefore we will begin at him. Chapter 6. How Sir Gawain rode for to fetch again the hart, and how the 2 brethren fought each other against other for the hart. Sir Gawain rode more than apace, and Gaheris his brother that rode with them instead of a squire to do him service. So as they rode they saw 2 knights who fight on horseback, passing sore. So Sir Gawain and his brother rode betwixt them, and asked them for what cause they fought so. The one knight answered and said, We fight for a simple matter, for we two be 2 brethren born and begotten of one man and of one woman. Alas, said Sir Gawain, why do ye so, sir? Said the elder, there came a white hart this way this day, and many hounds chased him, and a white ratchet was always next him, and we understood it was an adventure made for the high feast of King Arthur, and therefore I would have gone after to have won me worship, and here me younger brother said he would go after the hart, for he had better knights than I, and for the cause we fell at debate, and so we thought to prove which of us was better knight. This is a simple cause, and sing Sir Gawain, unclothe to me, then ye should debate withal, and not brother with brother. Therefore, that if you will do by my counsel, I will have ado with you, that is, ye shall yield you unto me, and that you go unto King Arthur, and yield you unto his grace. Sir knight, said the 2 brethren, we are forhearten, and much blood had we lost through our willfulness, and therefore we would be loath to have ado with you. Then do as I will have you, said Sir Gawain. We will agree to fulfill your will, but by whom shall we say that we be thither sent? Ye must say, by the knight that followed the quest of the hart that was white. Now what was it your name? Said Gawain. Sorlouse of the forest, said the elder. And my name is, said the younger, Brian of the forest. And so they departed and went to the king's court, and Sir Gawain on his quest. And Gawain followed the hart with the cry of the hounds, even before him there was a great river, and the hart swarmed over. And as Sir Gawain would follow after, and stood a knight over the other side, and said, Sir knight, come not over after this hart, but if thou wilt joust with me, I will not fail. As for that, said Sir Gawain, to follow the quest that I am in. And so made his horse to swim over the water, and anon they gat their spears, and ran together full hard. But Sir Gawain smote him off his horse, and then he turned his horse and bade him yield him. Nay, said the knight, not so, though thou would have better of me on horseback, I pray thee, valiant knight, alight afoot, and dash we together with swords. What is your name? Said Sir Gawain. Elvidar Eddin of the Isles, said the other. Then either dressed their shields and smote together, but Sir Gawain smote him so hard through the helm that it went into the brains, and the knight fell down dead. Ah, said Gaheris, that was a mighty stroke of a young knight. Chapter 7. How the hart was chased into the castle, and there slain, and how Sir Gawain slew the lady. Then Gawain and Gaheris rode more than apace after the white hart, and let slip at the hart 3 couple of greyhounds, so that they chased the hart into the castle, and in the chief place of the castle they slew the hart. Sir Gawain and Gaheris followed after. Right so there came a knight out of the chamber with a sword drawn in his hand, and slew 2 of the greyhounds, even in the sight of Sir Gawain, and the remnant he chased them with his sword out of the castle. And when he came again, he said, O my white hart, me repenteth that thou art dead, for my sovereign lady gave thee to me, and evil have I kept thee, and thy death shall be dear bought, and I live. And anon he went into the chamber, and armed him, and came out fiercely, and every met he of Sir Gawain. Why have ye slain my hounds? Said Sir Gawain, for they did but they're kind, and liefer I had ye had worken your anger again upon me, and upon the dumb beast. Thou sayest truth, said the knight. I have avenged me on thy hounds, and so I will on thee or thou go. Then Sir Gawain alighted up and dressed his shield, and struck together mightily, and clave their shields, and stone their helms, and brake their hauberks, and blood ran down to their feet. At the last Sir Gawain smote the knight so hard that he fell to the earth, and he cried mercy, and yielded him, and besought him as he was a knight and a gentleman to save his life. Thou shalt die, said Sir Gawain, for slaying of my hounds. I will make amends, said the knight, unto my power. Sir Gawain would no mercy have, but unlaced his helm to have stricken off his head. Right, so came his lady out of the chamber, and fell over him, and so he smote off her head by misadventure. Alas, said Gaheris, that is folly, and shamefully done. That shame shall never be from you. Also you should give mercy unto them that ask mercy, for a knight without mercy is without worship. Sir Gawain was so stoned of the death of this fair lady that he wist not what he did, and he said unto the knight, Arise, I will give thee mercy. Nay, nay, said the knight, I take no force of mercy now, for thou hast slain my love, and my lady that I love best of all earthly things, and me sore repenteth it, said Sir Gawain. For I have not to strike unto thee, but now thou shalt go unto King Arthur, and tell him of thine adventures, and how thou art overcome by the knight that I went into the quest of the White Hart. I take no force, said the knight, whether I live or I die, but so for the dread of death he swore to go unto King Arthur, and he made him to bear one grey hound before him on his horse, and another behind him. What is your name, said Sir Gawain, or we depart? My name is, said the knight, Abelmar of Marsh. So he departed towards Camelot.